Some of the fattest people in Europe live in Great Britain. In the fight against fat, stomach surgeries are becoming increasingly popular for extremely overweight people. The costs for the healthcare system are enormous. For years, the British have been at the top of the list of the most overweight Europeans. More than half of all Britons are overweight or obese, despite government efforts to stop this trend. According to the NHS, the British National Health Service, the constant availability of cheap, high-calorie food is one of the reasons for the increasing obesity of the population. The lobby group National Obesity Forum, or NOF, sees a connection between the availability of unhealthy food and household income. The greatest health problems associated with obesity are found in the north of England, in areas with a traditionally high density of low-income families. According to the latest NHS research, 61% of adults and 30% of children between the ages of 2 and 15 are obese. Statistics also reveal a new trend. More and more Britons are undergoing stomach surgery to fight obesity. In the past 6 years, the number of such procedures has skyrocketed by 530%. In the northern English town of Bassetlaw, nearly 3,000 out of every 100,000 residents were hospitalized for obesity, nearly 6 times the national average. In the February 2012 health report, the NHS reports that just under 40% of adults are classified as having a normal body mass index or BMI. In 1993, half of all British women aged 16 and over were normal weight. In 2011, this only applied to 39% of women. Obesity is an epidemic that has become a public health problem, said Sheena Bedi, director of a weight management clinic in the northern English town of Bolton. According to estimates, obesity shortens life expectancy by around 9 years, says the expert. The issue also has something to do with the lifestyle of the British. People place less value on a healthy life and a healthy diet than in other European countries. But if you don't address the influences that people are exposed to, then you can't address the problem either. Past British governments have tried in vain to tackle the problem of obesity, which costs the health service the equivalent of 6 billion euros a year. Obesity is emerging as a serious and costly public health threat and will soon rival smoking and alcohol. Prime Minister David Cameron's centre-right coalition government has launched a number of public health campaigns, but has failed to address the real problem, as observers say: the constant availability of cheap, unhealthy food and drink. There is an oversupply of cheap, sweet or high-calorie foods, and that limits our ability to make healthy choices, said Azim Malhotra, co-author of a 10-point obesity plan presented by a group of doctors earlier in the year that was presented by the government. The government has a duty and responsibility to regulate the food industry and thus protect citizens from their manipulation and excesses, says Malhotra. The plan proposes a 20% tax on sugar-sweetened beverages and a ban on fast food restaurants near schools and hospitals. The food and beverage industry immediately objected that the focus should be more exercise and more personal responsibility for weight loss. The governments in Europe are trying to get the problem under control by means of various measures. A number of European countries have introduced special taxes on unhealthy foods. In France, for example, there is a cola tax. UN experts also recommend special taxes on unhealthy food. However, the British government is not considering introducing such a tax. Their argument is there is insufficient evidence that such measures would reduce obesity nationwide. However, a study by the University of Oxford shows that it is high time to do something about the problem. According to this, 80% of the population will be overweight or obese by 2050 if nothing is done. Of course, I know exactly what comments are coming now. Yes, I gained almost 30 kilos, but I'm not going to explain myself here. My loyal viewers know exactly why. And now the haters just can get started. And for everyone else, I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.